Assalamualaikum and greetings to everyone. My name is Noor Hidayah binti Husni and my metric number is DPL50093. Today, me and my teammate will presenting to you about issue of humanitarian logistics and safety in distribution. Okay, before we start, I would like to introduce my teammate. Start with the right, Hidayah, which is me. Next is Katija and Ilya, and lastly is Nurin. Okay, there are 4 parts that we will present. The first one is identity, a threat that will be presented by me later. Next is describe how the threat can be severe. After that, a little discussion, and lastly is justify the suggestion. For the first one, a threat of having effective channel of distribution in logistics. Okay, in logistics, conventional and distinctive distribution routes have predominated. Every firm has a record that keeps data about their inventory, sale, and other vital information that help them make decisions and understand their progress at a glance. Among the threats that will be faced when having effective channel of distribution is lack modern innovation that would make them interactive and produce results in a real time since they are complex. This has a detrimental impact on the business since channel members find it challenging to understand how the company is doing and how it expanding. Okay, effective decision-making process are hampered by poorly organized data, which is one of the major issues that the successful distribution management system should be to address. As a result, it's critical that business understand and handle this issue if they want to develop a well-organized and efficient workflow. Okay. Next is the company inventory have to be tracked manually.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurin Emilia Natasha binti Rosli and my number metric is 10DLS20F1049. So, I will describe how the trick can support with necessary examples. Okay, the first one is theft of goods during storage. The most common trick is a loss of goods and assets through criminal activities. Although high-value items such as electronic, phone, and cosmetic will always be targeted, the portability of the item and how easy it is to steal and conceal will be determining factor. Whether a particular site is targeted will depend on where it is situated and what is contained, as well as the security measure it has in place. To guard against external threats, organizations need to secure their site and building using a mix of detection and deterrence method. This can include CCTV cameras, alarm and control system, especially at the point of access and egress, and a staff or visitor management system to ensure that only those authorized are admitted to different areas of the site. Second example is, in the UK, this section is often used with criminal stopping lorries by posing as police of vehicle and operator service agency personnel. Once the driver has parked up, the vehicle is an easy to target. So, although the method of attack for cargo theft are getting more sophisticated, so to other solutions, especially those incorporating telematic to monitor vehicle and asset using GPS technology, remote immobilizer, sensor, as well as on-board diagnosis and CCTV. Point number 3 is health and safety. Organizations have a duty of care to protect the health and safety of their employees, contractors, visitors, and clients. And if something goes wrong, they may find themselves financially liable. Good security can enhance procedure to mitigate against such risks. So it is important that regular security and safety risk assessment are carried out. Next, we move to next point. It is cyber security. So, which many organizations rely heavily on automated process and large amount of data being exchanged between the supply chain, the risk of cyber attack have never been higher. So, hacker will often find an entry point into the chains by attacking the less secure element, enabling them to gain access to the system and data of other organizations. Last point is fire, flood, and adverse weather damage. Fire in warehouse and distribution center are not uncommon. The risk is not just about product loss, but also smoke or water damage, as well as employee injury or even loss of life and the resultant disruption to normal business activities. The risk of flooding is increasing, which can lead to the damage of both stock and building, with disruption to operation. There is also a risk from high wind, as well as taking the appropriate step to minimize damage. Organizations should document procedure, ensure the staff are security aware, and clear what to do in the case of an emergency, including an evacuation.
Hello, my name is Nura Ilya Kalisa binti Abdul Aziz and my matrix number is 10DS201021. Now I will continue with solution on how to minimize the threat to the channel of distribution. For the first 3 points I will explain, then Khadijah will continue with other 2 points. First is understanding the advantage and disadvantage of the distribution channels. By knowing the advantage and disadvantage of a distribution channel, we can reduce the threat that may occur. For example, if the direct distribution channel that we choose is lack of opportunity to reach customers who may require intermediaries, it is possible that our company will experience some adverse effects and threats. Therefore, we need to determine which distribution channel will suit our marketing plan the best. Second, reducing the number of middlemen. In a supply chain, middlemen serve an intermediate to facilitate communication between the participants. By removing this buffer, business will be forced to understand client preference and dislike, as well as shifting trends. A company also may increase customer satisfaction because the company have learned a lot about its client. Third, measure and track performance of distribution channel. Performance measurement as change management decision making. The success and efficiency of a business can be assessed using performance measurement data, which can also be used to decide which distribution channel should be continued or stopped. Understanding which channels are active and which ones are not is crucial. By doing this, we will be able to generate more leads, increase conversions, and accelerate the growth of our company. Okay, that's all from me, and I pass to Khadijah.
Hi, my name is Siti Khatijah, matric number 10DLS20F1001. I will continue to present another 2 solution and the conclusion. Another solution is to carefully picking the channel intermediaries. By maximizing the benefit of channel intermediaries or expanding the number of intermediaries they have, a business can improve the effectiveness of a distribution channel. As mentioned above, intermediaries are additional businesses like distributor or retailer that take manufactured goods and offer it on the open market. It's critical that businesses select intermediaries who support their objective and business strategy. Intermediaries can boost sales volume and cut expenses because these businesses are professional in their field. In addition to lower channel management costs, this also results in less oversight. Company can spend less time managing their channel and more time on other important aspects on their business when there are fewer channels in the distribution chain. The last solution is to increase the focus on supply chain management. Supply chain management increase extension, also improve the effectiveness of distribution channel. There are several options, including implementing tactics like project plan and training program, adding automation, and improving supply chain visibility. By using dedicated supply chain manager, this can lower inventory costs, improve delivery, and increase product availability. Okay, for the conclusion is distribution channel contain much more than just the transportation of tangible goods from one location to another. They are the road that lead your brand to success. And in order to be successful, they must be properly maintained and enhanced. how excellent your product is or how effective your marketing is, if the thing you offer does not exist, your firm won't success. Because of this, businesses should constantly look for ways to enhance their retail operation and distribution channel strategy. There should be orderly distribution. Customer must be satisfied with delivery time frame for the distribution strategy to be successful. Product frequently become standard in warehouse and retail location, which show down distribution. The performance of your warehouse should then be evaluated. Direct vendor shipment should be used when possible, and establishing parcel locker will help to simplify distribution. Finally, it is important to continually examine distribution channel.